Hi, I'm Lubomir Ftacnik from Slovakia, Grandmaster, and I have spent my life playing chess at least 35 to 40 years on the international circuit. This chess course that I'm trying to introduce is a personal project. Because, well, I have two sides of experience. I have played chess for decades, and I have tried to hold on the top 100 for 20 years in the past. And ever since I got some gray hair, I started to teach more and more, also not only on national level, but also internationally. And, well, I can say that I understand chess better now than when I played. Of course, I needed a coach like myself, who can draw on his experience at the board, but at the same time is analytical enough to understand problems on the board so deeply that that coach can even explain things that are quite difficult. Chess is a fascinating game that is not yet explored, to the limits. But what I can promise in this chess course is not to cover everything. Of course, you can imagine that in several sections in a limited time, it's simply impossible to cover all the pawn structures, the whole complexity of tactics or positional play strategy. But what I can promise is to talk about things that I believe are the most important. We have too much information. We live in the age when it's not a problem to have games, in databases. There are, in the meantime, millions of games. And, well, the real problem is the choice to select what is relevant, what is not relevant, what is the most important thing, and where should I focus when I'm sitting at a chessboard. What are the important features of the position? How should I read the position? How should I decide to make the move? At the end of the course, you should be able to play on a practical level more successfully, because I will try to stress and try to tell you what is really important and where the people are making most of the mistakes. The problem of chess is that reportedly it can't be taught. I mean, you can't learn to play chess properly. You can learn only by playing at the board and experiencing and trying to convert what you know about chess, in praxis. I think we can speed it up by putting focus on understanding. Understanding is the field of chess that is a little bit, suppressed. We are more practical animals. We are trying to be successful with the limited knowledge that we have. And we very often neglect the underlying features that could help us decide for the better moves. So, I will honestly admit that my approach to chess is a little bit specific. I will be talking about problems that you know about them, but you probably haven't heard about solutions, or you didn't realize that what is really important in different moments. Like, what is the general rule of exchanges? When I ask even strong players, they wouldn't be able to tell me. Or why do we fail to find tactics? I will try to explain what is really important. So please bear with me. I will try my best to talk even about the basic stuff, like, what are the pieces, what is their value, what do we do in the openings, what do we do in the middle games, which is really important or difficult. Also, how do we handle end games, what is the specific of end games. Because the pieces that we have on the board, they play a role that is, changing over the course of the game. In the opening, we have different approach, we have different expectations from pieces and pawns. Then then it changes in the middle game, and of course, once again, in the last phase of the game, if it ever happens on the board, we have different rules again. So, I will try to cover all this. Of course, with a limited scope, I can only talk about the most important stuff.